Now you just button up that gorgeous little lip of yours, Al. We're all winners here. Oh, there you are, hon. I've been looking all over creation for y'all. What you doing hiding yourself in here? Don't you know it's almost midnight? You'll miss the countdown. You don't want to start New Year's on your own now, do you?
Don't see how it makes much difference, Lila, when you're pretty much like the next.
Oh, now, don't go getting yourself all mopey. Why, look, you done earned yourself a $50 spiff tonight. That's got to count for something.
Where's that from?
Why, from Al, of course, for a job well done.
That ain't from Al.
Sure it is. He said to me, he said, Lila, you go take this $50 to Jonesy. He deserves it for working so hard and never missing a single shift the whole year.
He said that.
Hand on a Bible.
Huh.
Now, don't that sort of thing deserve a little recognition?
Sure, sure. Yeah, that's why I'm here, celebrating. Come on, join me.
Well, since I seem to be plumb on my own. Don't mind if I do. Thank you, sir.
Help yourself.
Oh, that's no Jack Daniels. I never heard of Glen Rothies.
It's pronounced Glen Rothies. It's a single malt whiskey aged in an oak barrel for over 40 years.
Gee willikers, that must have set you back a pretty penny.
Yeah, my father gave it to me when I graduated from high school. Told me to save it for special occasions only. Tonight counts.
Seems a shame to use these little Dixie cups for such fine liquor.
Yeah. Well, it's better than swigging it out of the bottle.
But I suppose it all goes down the same.
Yeah.
So what are we drinking to?
Well, resolutions, of course. Old and new.
I like that. To resolutions. My, that is smooth as silk.
Finest I ever had, that's for sure. Have some more. Don't be shy.
Don't mind if I do, thank you kindly. So you got a New Year's resolution?
Yeah, I resolve to finish this bottle for the new year with your help. How's that?
Perfectly grand. I'm quite pleased to be a part of your New Year's plan.
You got a resolution?
Why, how kind of you to ask. I do. I'm going to get married this year.
Oh, that's a big one. Congratulations. Your fiance is a lucky man.
I don't have a fiance. Not yet anyway, but I got my eye on someone. Someone mighty fine.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, that's a fine thing to resolve. And you got a plan, I guess.
Well, I sure do. I'm going to ply him with my wiles and tickle his fancy and make him fall head over heels in love with me.
All right.
Then we're going to have a big wedding, and I'll wear a long white dress and carry red roses from the florist uptown, the one who does the St. Patrick's Day floats. And we'll eat little cucumber sandwiches and drink whiskey that flows through an ice sculpture into crystal glasses.
I bet you'll do it too. You're just a gal.
Well, I was kind of hoping you'd be a part of my New Year's plan. Only seems fair since I'm a part of yours.
I'm not sure I'm in a position to be a part of your plan.
Why not? You're single, ain't you?
Yeah?
And you like me, don't
Well,
you?
you know I do.
And we had that kissing time, didn't we? When we talked about getting old together in a little house on a hill.
Sure, we did, yeah. That was fine.
So that's settled then. All you have to do is ask me proper now.
Lila, you were pretty straight with me that we were going nowhere.
All right. I know it's sudden and all. And I'm mostly fooling. We really don't know very much about each other. For all I know, you might turn out to be a big old heartbreaker. But we got ourselves a whole year to figure it out, right?
I suppose.
I am sorry about the way things ended between us, and I know I'm to blame. Maybe you'll give me another chance.
Lila, you're a hell of a woman. Any man would be lucky to spend time with you.
I'm so pleased to know you think so. I sure want to spend time with you. So first thing is that we got to find out more about each other. I mean, that's only right, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess.
Of course it is. So, my mom always told me it was impolite to ask questions, so how about we play ourselves a little old-fashioned game of truth or dare?
Lila.
Now, I'm not having none of it, Jonesy. We got this empty bottle here, and you agreed to make me part of your resolution if I made you part of mine.
Well, I don't remember it quite like that, but, all right, I'll play for a bit.
Me!
What?
I picked truth.
Okay, where'd you grow up?
Hoboken, New Jersey.
What?
Hoboken, New Jersey.
Well, then, why do you have it?
Only one question per turn. You spin now.
All right. Oh! I could dare.
You boys, always the daring ones. Okay, I dare you to kiss me like you love me. Like you did that night.
Can I change it to truth?
I'll let you change it one time. This one time. Okay, here's your question. Where did you stash the money?
What?
I'm the one asking questions here. You have to answer truthfully. Where did you stash the money you stole from that cash sale Al made tonight?
I
saw you take it and then you disappeared. You know Harry's coming in a few hours to close the books out and he'll find that money missing. You know he'll be mighty appreciative of anyone who gives him any information and mighty sore at the body that took it.
You didn't see anything.
Oh, yes, I did, hon. Even better, I got a picture.
How'd you get a picture?
Well, I was taking a shot of the big old Christmas tree from the office there. It's so pretty, and they're going to throw it in the trash bin tomorrow, so I wanted to preserve the memory. I just kept my finger on the trigger, so to speak. So I took a bunch of pictures real fast, like I walked all the way around it. When I looked at those pictures afterwards, what did I see but sexy Jonesy with his hand in the till? It's almost like a movie. I took so many shots. So what I want to know is, where did you stash the money, lover?
You know I've had a terrible year, Lila. I couldn't make a sale if my life depended on it. I tried everything. I worked my list raw and only made a few small sales, and then the bills are piling up. The bank keeps calling.
Jonesy, honey, I know it's been a tough year. Not a body out there ain't suffering something fierce. But what are you thinking? Harry'll dig you a shallow grave if he finds out you stole from him. You can't hide from him, you know that. He'll find you wherever you go and make you pay.
Well, you won't tell him, will you, Lila?
We're still playing our game, and you haven't answered my question yet. Where did you stash the money?
I taped it behind the freezer.
Okay, your turn. Well, spin the bottle. Man him! My lucky night. I picked truth. Ask away.
Right? Okay, if you grew up in New Jersey, then why do you have a southern accent?
Because people can't resist a southern accent.
True enough. You are
Truth or dare, lover?
Oh, truth. I already know what the dare is.
You do. All right. What's your getaway plan?
I don't have one. I didn't plan to steal the money. Yeah, I just saw the cash there, and before I knew it was in my pocket, there was so much cash I'd never seen so much at once.
Those drug dealers come in and need something cheap and quick. It's a good way to get rid of large bills, too. Buying a used car is the easiest way to clean it up.
Shit, Lila, what am I going to do? Yeah, I can't take the money back, but if I keep it, Harry will hunt me down and kill me.
Have a drink, Jonesy. Lucky for you, I grew up with a teamster for a daddy. I think I got us a plan.
How do you have a plan? What plan?
Well, those teamsters knew a thing or two about how to get what they wanted, you know.
Yeah?
Sure, they'd ask real nice.
That worked?
Well, sure, it worked because when they asked, they had a couple of big fellas standing behind with billy clubs.
You don't say.
I do work like a charm.
Well, how's that a plan for me? I don't got any big fellas here, just me.
Just little old you. And that 22 you got stashed there, and my plan. Now listen close. You put on these mechanics overalls and ski mask.
Well, what the hell do you have a ski mask in your bag for?
Sometimes my nose gets covered. Now you put the mask on and get out there. Pretend like you own the place and you're taking everything in it. Yell, be big and brave like I know you are. Make them all get down on the floor and count to 1,000 while you ask Al real nice to put the money from the till in a bag for you. And tell him you don't want to shoot him, but you will if he makes you.
Won't they recognize my voice?
They won't if you husky it up. You don't seem like the sort to do this, Jonesy. That makes you perfect for it. No one will ever think of shy, quiet Jonesy.
I don't know.
I'm telling you, hon, I know this stuff. It'll work. Trust me. Once you got everything, you'll run like hell out the back. They won't follow because they'll be so afraid.
And still counting.
Yeah, and still counting. You tell them to stay down. And then you just run around through the lot, keep it real low so no one can see you. Take off your ski mask and your overalls and ditch them somewhere. Then come back in the showroom side door, all innocent and upset like everyone else.
It's just my work, right?
They'll think some druggie did it, and we'll get all the cash you took, plus everything else you collect.
But what if someone sees me coming back in, or they remember that I wasn't out there with the rest of them during the ruckus?
Huh, that is a pickle.
What?
I know. You run out onto the street, and I'll pick you up in my car. Then we'll come back later saying we went out to get more booze and missed everything.
They'll never believe it.
Sure they will. We'll show them the empty bottles and tell them you proposed to me.
My Lord, woman, when you get an idea in your head, it sticks, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, darling.
And I certainly could see myself walking down the aisle with you on my arm. Would you consider it?
With a man of your caliber, I absolutely would.
And Al gave everyone else at least $100. You had to give me something, I guess. I mean, you didn't want to look like a Scrooge.
You deserve that money, Jonesy. I never saw anybody work a floor like you. You just had a run of bad luck is all. Could have happened to anybody.
It sure could. And Al always giving me the bum shifts. Every Saturday night for 6 months. No one buys a car on a Saturday night. You know, I earned that money, and I'm going to keep it.
My, you are so sexy when you're riled up. I never saw this side of you before.
Oh, this is going to work. I'm going to do this, Lila. Hot damn! You are a genius and a vixen. Yeah, give me that ski cap. Oh, happy New Year. Yeah. We're gonna get ourselves that little house on the hill when this is all said and done.
You bet we are. Now hurry, it's almost midnight. That'll add to the confusion and terror you're about to inspire. Now run out the service entrance and come in through the front so they don't think you came from back here. Remember to husky up your voice and be brave. I'll be waiting for you when it's all over.
Oh, God. Lila.
Yeah, Jonesy.
I mean, I just want to tell you that I've always felt.
Don't worry about that, hon.
All right.
You can tell me when you get back. And here's a little taste of what you'll get.
Oh, Lord.
You get your best, out of here.
Happy New Year, Lila.
I told you not to take that bet. You owe me $5 grand. Yeah, of course he proposed to me. And in about 30 seconds, he's going to come barreling through the front door in a ski mask with a little .22, so you better be ready. Sure, I got the money he took. You get the rest stashed? Perfect. Now listen quick, because I had to change the plan. Take the briefcase Harry brought today and fill it with paper. I don't care, any kind. When Jonesy asks for the till, you give him that case. He'll be too nervous to check. Yeah, of course I'm sure. Yeah. I told you to trust me. I love you too, Al. Help! We're being robbed! Please send the police quickly! He's got a gun! Happy New Year.